Hello, my gorgeous Gemini, and welcome to your weekly energy reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, check out your monthly reading for the week of May if you haven't had a chance yet. And you also have a moon reading out there if you'd like to check that out as well. However, if you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. Hit that notification bell. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me grow my channel, and it does help the other Geminis to get access to this. So before we go on, or without further ado rather, let's go ahead and get started here. Alrighty. We don't do reversals on weekly energy readings, just on the monthly loves, those kinds of things. So let's see what we've got for you here, shall we? All right, so we have Emperor energy, okay? So we are coming in with some big energy. I feel like you are coming in with some strength, some power, maybe getting yourself back on track, maybe where you've had a little bit of some issues maybe lately, or you've been up against it, or you felt a little bit like you've kind of been under the gun, or maybe not been having such smooth sailing. But for some reason, I'm getting the vibe that you all are kind of like back into your vibe, okay? So maybe you had a job that you weren't really enjoying or weren't really doing so well with, or maybe you were out of work for a while and now you're back at a job, back at something that you're enjoying, okay? For some of you, it may be that you weren't in a relationship that you were feeling your best in, or maybe you were like without, a relationship at all, kind of feeling like you were in flux, but now you're back in that and in a stable feeling position. So for whatever reason, I do kind of feel like you are now kind of, this may be like a new feeling for some of you, where you're feeling back in a stable, comfortable, better position overall, feeling like you're more confident, more able to kind of take control or command of your surroundings and that kind of stuff. So I do feel like this is a definite positive shift for many of you. Again, for some reason, I'm getting that vibe that this is a newly found kind of Emperor vibe for you. So maybe you've come from some, less than stable or, comforting feelings as of late. However, I do see that you have the Six of Pentacles here. So I feel like, again, this may be for some of you, again, take it as it resonates, of course. Some of you, it may be relationship-wise. Some of you, it may be business-wise. Some of you could be both. But I do feel like for some of you, for sure that, this is business-wise. I do feel like that applies. And because you're able to get your pentacles kind of back in check, okay? So maybe you were at a point there for a while, where your money just wasn't right, okay? Or not what you were used to, or was a little bit out of balance. Maybe you were having to kind of, do a little bit more to kind of just keep ahead, just keep, afloat. And now I feel like things are kind of coming more into balance. You're able to kind of get back to where you were, or where you would like to be, perhaps with this newfound strength, newfound Emperor energy, perhaps a new job, perhaps a raise, perhaps promotion, something of that nature. But I do feel like this is a more confident place for you financially, economically. And again, if this is something too where maybe you are, in a new relationship, this could be something that you are also feeling like you are a part of, now that you're a part of something, a partnership type of situation that's helpful to you, and that maybe they are helpful to you and helping you with bills or with, groceries or things like that, just little things that might really be giving you some assistance, some leg up to kind of get back to that balanced self. So that could be, also someone else's energy combined with yours kind of really helping with that, which would make you also feel very much strong and, better off. And again, I do see this Ace of Swords energy down here. So I feel like, again, for many of you, this could be your own energy here. And I feel like this is where you have gotten that confidence and you're moving forward. And as you move forward, as you build your confidence, as things start to come back more into balance, again, whether this be, with your financials, with your work life, with a relationship life, maybe all of those pieces are falling into place. You are becoming a much stronger version of yourself, okay? So you're becoming something that is a lot more reliant, self-reliant, able to really kind of handle your own affairs. You're putting out that energy that you are a strong, independent person. Even if you are part of a partnership, it's more like, I'm in this because I want to, not because I need it kind of thing. It's not you're not giving off any, concern, desperation vibes, like I need a job, I need somebody to help me, I need these things. You're really putting out that strength. So I do feel like for many of you, this is your energy, but it also could be a coupled energy, okay? So this could be somebody's energy who's coming into you, right? Somebody who is strong and powerful, somebody who has a lot of strength, and they are a person who matches up really well with your Emperor strength, your Emperor energy. And again, with their help, or vice versa, this could be their Emperor energy and your King of Swords energy, but together, either way, you're either able to help each other. And so you're balancing each other, financially, and you're able to help each other, with certain aspects of life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just financially. You could be, one of you could be more of a domestic help, and the other one's more of a, breadwinning type help, that kinds of things. But I do see that there's a nice balance here. So I do feel like there is definitely, for some reason, there's a good balancing in your life happening here, both on a financial front, but also I do feel from this that there is some sort of a relationship situation happening here. And it doesn't have to be necessarily a love relationship either. It could be, just doesn't have to be romantic, rather. It could be, a best friend. You make a new, really close companionship with somebody that's also perhaps coming through some things, and you guys are both leaning on each other and drawing strength from each other and helping each other to kind of get back on your feet and balanced, and just really good, really good friend situation or situationship types of thing, so doesn't necessarily have to be a love connection, but it very well could be. And I do see that too for some of you. So let's see what kind of challenge card you have coming through this month, or rather this week. I apologize. See what kind of challenge you might face. But it does look like there's a lot of strength, power here, a lot of helping one another. Okay, 5 of Swords. So I do feel like there is some, this is screaming baggage to me, to be honest with you. So I feel like there's a complexity of baggage that the two of you, because I do really see this as being two distinctive type of personalities intertwined here in some regard. And I feel like there's going to be some friction between people maybe on the outside. So there may be some jealousy, especially if you are, getting a job, a leg up from somebody helping you. Maybe you're getting some assistance. Maybe you are forging a relationship with this person, or even, a love type of situation, that kind of thing, that there's going to be some people who are not going to appreciate that, right? So I do feel like there may be some friction. There may be some issues there that people are going to want to try to cause some problems, or feel left out, left behind. Like perhaps, they, could be some exes for either of you. Could be people that feel like maybe they're not being included in this helping decision, or this this situationship rather. But I do feel like that's something that you may run into. But again, I'm getting a definite jealousy vibe off of this, where I do feel like as you are becoming more successful, whether it be again with work or with this relationship or whatever you are, the more you are helping each other, and the more you are growing together, or growing in your life specifically in any way, you're leaving certain aspects of your life potentially behind, paying more attention to this other person, paying more attention to your work goals, paying more attention to certain things. They're feeling left out. They're feeling like maybe you're just a little bit too big for your britches, these kinds of things. They're also feeling like a little bit jealous, haters type of situation. Even if they aren't normally that type of person, they can be normally fairly supportive, but a little bit jealous here, and it could cause some friction for you. So just keep your eyes open for that. And let's get the psychic deck here, and we will do some clarification here on this Emperor card, because the more the cards lay out, the more I'm I'm seeing that this Emperor could potentially be, you know, someone else coming into you to help you get where you need to go, to be that catalyst that makes you have that Ace of Swords energy. Again, I do feel like you have been through some things that have required that. Again, it's still kind of 6 one way, half a dozen another, that I feel like you are coming into some shifts, some changes to the positive. But I do feel like there's more than one person here. I do feel like this is a two-party situation. So solar plexus chakra, I feel like here we're dealing with, you know, some base like issues, the things that you are kind of wanting, the things that you're kind of trying to, you know, control and that you need, you know, you're trying to, and I feel like that's what's going on here with this. This is something that you've needed, somebody's coming in that you've needed, that you kind of the help you've wanted so that you can have a calm sigh, deep breath, you know, healing, a flow, what you've kind of wanted to happen, to kind of help you kind of get back on your feet, those kinds of things. And I feel like that's what the universe has kind of sent to you here. So I do feel like this is maybe somebody else that's coming in for you. They may have already come in, and you know who they are already, and you're kind of like, yeah, that's who that is. That's what's going to happen. So I kind of need to stick to them because they're going to be helping me throughout and giving me my full strength here. And I do think that that's the case. But, you know, again, if they haven't, watch for this person, because I do think they're going to be a catalyst to really help you get where you want to go and where you need to go. And very much could be more than just a friend or a connection or something like that. They could actually be something in the romantic realm. For some reason, I'm getting that vibe, and I'm not sure why, because I don't see a whole lot of love cards here, but I'm feeling that. So let's see what the Moon deck has to say about that on the Six of Pentacles and the 5. Okay, fear. So in this particular deck, this is more about controlling your own fears, facing your own fears. So again, I think a lot of this is, you know, where you are going to have to face some of the things that you do have concerns with, and, you know, a lot of it is going to be some friction. I do feel like there's going to be some issues there where, you know, you are going to have to balance some things. You are going to have some people who aren't going to appreciate it. There is going to be maybe some drama, maybe some issues there. Anytime you are moving on, doing better, becoming happier, becoming more solid, it just seems like that you have more haters, right? I mean, the bigger celebs people get to be, the more haters they have. The more wealthy people get, the more haters they have, right? People that were previously friends can become jealous, and it's, you know, there's nothing that can drive somebody like a jealousy issue. So I do think you have a fear of kind of upsetting these people, losing these people, because I do feel like for whatever reason, I'm getting that these are, you know, people that you actually know, that you are, you know, friends with, that don't normally act this way. So you're a little bit upset, concerned, you know, you're having to face this fact and you don't want to lose these people. But if they're going to be the type of people who are going to resent you growing and becoming better and living a better life and a more fulfilled life, then, you know, you may need to just cut them loose, okay? Because you need to protect yourself. You need to put yourself first in this regard. And, you know, just face the fear of, if that's the case, they may not really be that great a friend in the first place, okay? If that's what true colors they start to show when things start happening for you, is they're not your cheerleader, they're not your supporter, they're not there to stand by your side, they're there to kind of be the opposite. Well, then maybe, you know, that's kind of a fear that you have. You'd lose a friend, then, well, too bad. You know what? Face that fear and let them go. They may not be that great of friends anyways, right? Because I feel like you are really going to harness your own strength through here. And part of that may be cutting off people who aren't your supportive people, to replace them with people that are supportive to help you get where you want to go, right? So let's see what your final card here is for your general advice on your Ace of Swords here. And I do feel like that is definitely you putting out that Ace of Swords energy. High energy draws high energy, okay? So you are going to get out those vibrations and receive those vibrations back. You're going to have more opportunities from better quality of opportunity, better quality of people, those kinds of things. So don't be afraid that, you know, if you lose a few, you know, people along the way, that, you know, it's probably meant to be. Let's see what we got here though. All right, so forgiveness will set you free. What do you need to forgive yourself for? And again, if you feel like you're alienating your friends and you're worried about that, that's a fear of yours. You don't like conflict. You don't like to alienate people. You don't like to lose friends. You don't like any of that, and that's a fear of yours. You know what, again, if you have to lose a couple people along the way that aren't supportive in order to replace them with somebody who is going to support you, make you stronger, make you better, make you, you know, better, faster, stronger, wiser, you know, live a better, happier life, then you know what? Forgive yourself for whatever it is that you need to cut loose, because you know what? That's just part of the process. And again, you're not losing a whole lot anyway if they weren't supportive of you, right? So let go. Let go of them so that you can have your ultimate happiness, okay? It will set you free. And that's ultimately what you want. You want to be set free so that you can command a higher quality of people, higher quality of yourself, more strength, all of the things that you want out of life, and maybe even a really good matchup type relationship here even. And if not, you know, even if it's just a situation where you all are very good friends and you're helpful to one another and supportive, it's a good support network, right? So that's the kind of people you want around you: supportive, upbeat, high energy, high volume, or high vibration type people. So anyway, I hope this did resonate with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. Otherwise, if it did not, please do check out one of the other signs in your chart, and I hope to see you back later. Bye.